Welcome back to another day in the market. I don't know if we're live yet, but we are having another very, very fun day in the LTMP group. Congratulations to everybody that's in there. I just want to tell you guys, we're looking at Neo over here. It is looking absolutely phenomenal. I was outlining this 521 entry for you guys out there on Twitter, but the LTMP group was able to get this one at that 501 break. Congratulations. We're looking really good, team. At this point, I might do a little bit of victory lapping today, but guys, stop doubting what we do in LTMP. It is the best place to come in and learn how to make money in the market. And we haven't even talked about McDonald's yet today. If you guys follow me on Twitter, this is another epic one ripping for us up here. What am I up on these McDonald's right now? Let's see. 34% so far. Looking really good. We've got about $1 away from that kind of first reasonable target that I was outlining for you guys this morning. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. The sooner that you adopt the LTMP methodology into your operation in the market, the sooner you're going to start making more money. It's simple, guys. It's not that difficult. But let's see. Neo looking really good. You have an epic weekly breakout here. I'm not trading this one just because I own 4,000 shares at 455. It's not a big position for me, but again, I'll still outline the charts for you guys just so that you guys have a good idea of, again, what to expect. You guys have seen me do this time and time again. Those of you guys in Neo right now are probably going to be looking pretty... Oh my God, we got Dude. I told you guys this morning, McDonald's has done some really crazy things for us in the past, and it's looking like it's going to do it again. Here we go. Even when we were in the low 312s, or 212s, I saw somebody up 120% on their options. We're going to talk a little bit about the deadline for you guys to hop into LTMP and lock in that lower rate in a little bit. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. It costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. I am the only person that you guys know on the internet that has been demonetized for handing out too many multi-1,000% trades. I put the gains in the title. YouTube demonetizes me for how good what we do actually is. Guys, I know it doesn't seem like this is what's actually going on in the group. I show you guys the results of everybody every single day. It's ridiculous. 60% on MCD so far for next week. There you go, guys. That's awesome. Mine, I got September's. This chart just looks really good. So we're going to see if we can get there. Lockheed came back. Neo making new highs over here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit that 200 like goal today. Let's see who we got in here. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of a roll call. You guys are slacking a little on the like button. Okay. We got Eddie, Dawn, Gene, Joshua, Rogue, Jesse, Momo, Ian, 1 of 1. Dan, Jay. We've got Keenan, correct me if I got your name wrong there. Let's see. We got Poor Man. We've got everybody in here today, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, McDonald's is looking great. We've got Lockheed looking pretty good. Neo, again, that weekly breakout of 501 that I was talking about. The last weekly breakout that I gave you guys on the stream or on the videos here was Sofi at 1360. I don't know how many more times you guys need to see me call out the most disgusting trades in the market for everybody, but as I've said before, I will say it again, I am just going to keep doing it. This is what we do for Keenan. Oh, awesome. This is what I do for the group. This is what we do. That's why everybody's able to have so much success. That's why you guys see everybody in the live chat having fun so much. Big AI dip right now. Yeah, I know. You know what's not? The value rotation that we've been talking about for like the last 4 hours here. Not 4 hours, but Lockheed making a little move here. I'm telling you guys, it's just, we're going to talk a little bit more about LTMP in a little. I'm up 40% on the McDonald's right now. Those are looking good. Less trades, more ankles. 100%, David. So, nothing too crazy here on the news front. The market is pretty worried about just everything going on with FOMC, or sorry, not FOMC. It's like an equivalent to an FOMC, but Jackson Hole coming up on Thursday. This is Jerome Powell's last Jackson Hole address, so he might try and kind of leave his stamp and kind of cement his legacy here. But oh my God, McDonald's, guys, we did it again. We did it again. McDonald's is 50 cents away from hitting that first target. A lot of you guys should be up well over, if not very close to 100%. I'm up 50% on the McDonald's Septembers right now, looking awesome. I might just hold this one. Again, I don't think I'm not going to be up over 100% at this 314 area here, 314.50, but looking phenomenal. Neo looking good. Everything looking good here. Just join the community. You'll make your money back. Guys, it's $1 a day. I mean, I'll talk about it in a little bit, but again, prices are going up at the end of the month significantly. If you want to lock in the lower rate before then, make sure you guys do so. And also use code August because it will get you your first month for $1 a day. I want you guys to focus in on learning. Hop in, learn the system, understand what we're doing in there, and give yourself the tools that you need to have long-term success. There's nothing else on the internet like this. Nobody else has these types of results. Let's see. Neo chopping around a little. That's an epic weekly breakout here at 501. Epic weekly breakout. So let's see what else we get. I'm going to start well, the McDonald's one I obviously saved for LTMP. It's looking good. If you can, I mean, it had a little bit of resistance there at 314. It's like a weird level in here. Like, again, if you looked at this, like if you think about risk to reward on what we're looking at today, like you almost, I don't think you're going to be at 1 to 3, but you're going to be really close, I think, up there. You're going to be real close. No. I mean, yeah, let's just see. If it 1 to 3, I'd probably look for 315. Yeah, 315.75. That's probably where I would look for mine. It's 1 to 3 on the setup. The options will be up a lot, but that's kind of what we would look at there. So, folks, make sure you guys are hitting that like button and, on the way in. The master is cooking. STV is the best. Garrett, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Domino's UK, I'd probably look at the, what do you call it? The American version? What is it? DPZ? No, I'm not a fan of this. Not a fan of that. So I'd like to see Lockheed get going here. This could be disgusting as well. It just, again, it's going to trade very slowly. Oh, here comes McDonald's with another attempt here. You guys with short dateds, I did not think we were going to get close to that level today. If we do, that's going to be another big winner. I want to see these in community gains. Targets for Lockheed are, first one, 451. It's this low, whatever this is. 451 something. What is it? 451.46, and then next target's like 460.50. Lockheed's starting to move there. I like that. So, guys, I don't know how many more times you guys want to see me do this. I'm just going to keep doing it. It's not that difficult. Stop doing all the other nonsense that people are trying to get you to do in the market. It's just like, look at how simple this is. It's so effective. So effective. So, 70% on McDonald's now. Yeah, if it does hit that 314.50 area, I'd almost say you're guaranteed to be up over 100%. Depending on when it does it, obviously. If it does it today, I think you would be. Yeah, good day so far. UK franchise does Domino's trading at 52-week lows. Nice little dividends too. What's the divvy on it? I don't know. I'm not gonna be buying. I'm not gonna be buying that because it's Domino. Like it's probably like their equivalent of an ADR, isn't it? Like I'd rather just buy the American one. Yeah, McDonald's another big gem for LTMP guys. I want to see what's his name is up because he was up 120% like early. What's his name? 1 of 1. He was up 120% at, what time is this? I don't know time zone. It says 8:02. All chop on the SPY. Who cares? Stop trying to day trade. We know it's going to be all chop going into FOM, or I keep saying FOMC, Jackson Hole. We know that's going to happen. We know that there's the value rotation happening. We're able to get in front of it. Everybody else is going to continuously try to sling these AI names all over the place, and we're going to come in here and make our money on McDonald's or Lockheed or any of these other ones that I've given you guys here. So congratulations to everybody that has listened to the warnings, that have understood, oh yeah, SCB's actually going to keep doing this. There it is for you. Oh, we are 9 likes away, guys, from being a quarter of the way there to the 200 like goal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. That's awesome. We're gonna hit that. 5 point. That's not a bad divvy. What's it here? Why is it? Is this a different company? Are you talking about? Is this a completely different company? Where's Neo? Still looking good on that 5 breakout there. That's great. MCD, little stutter there. Market's coming down. Let's see. Let's see if we can hit that target. That'd be great. Different to the NASDAQ. Well, is it still Domino's Pizza? Because I don't know why they'd be paying out. Maybe it has to do with like the tax consequences. Stock ticker DOM. Interesting. I'll take a look. Yeah, a London Stock Exchange. It must have to do with the tax consequences. Like the money that they're making in that area, they must have to pay it out in some sort of a dividend, because there's no reason for that to have such a wildly, like a drastically different dividend than the U.S. version. It's probably the tax implications. Just tax reasons? Yeah. Well, because that's why if you think about a lot of those like levered Bitcoin ETFs, the way that they get their leverage is through Bitcoin futures, and Bitcoin futures have monthly expirations. So if you have a gain on those Bitcoin futures and you sell it, because you have to sell in order to roll those futures positions, well, the gain that you have on that futures contract is, if they keep it and reinvest it, is going to be taxed like crazy. So you're just going to be eating away at a lot of the gains. But in order to avoid a lot of that, they can pay it out as a dividend. So that's why that one time, like a year or so ago, where I had to get out of it, I think I still made some money, but I had to get out of like I had options on one of those levered crypto ETFs. So I was like, oh, this could be fun. But then I realized, oh no, this is actually just going to get its equity eaten away. And I'm not going to be able to witness any of the positive effects of them paying out that dividend. So MCD still looking very, very good over here for us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can push through that 314 area. If it does, you might get a straight shot to 314.50. That'd be nice to see. So, but again, I mean, I do this for you guys every single day. I mean, maybe I should just start being wrong all the time and get some more viewers over here, you know? I mean, we have Jackson Hole. I mean, I don't know what else I can do for you guys. I'm handing out the best trades in the market every single week for everybody. Every week. So, but I will throw the link to LTMP in the live chat here for you guys. Again, prices are going up significantly at the end of the month. If you want to lock in the lower rate, there's 314. Make sure you join before the end of August. There's going to be no oops SCV, sorry, I forgot. You guys have had a year to hop into this and understand how great all of these things are. You've seen all the trades. All the really, really big, the 6,300% calls. There's been so many of them, guys. So, again, also use code August, because that will get you your first month for $1 a day. Market dip in here. But yeah, there's that link for those of you guys that still need to join up before prices go up. So we tapped 314 on MCD. We have to keep you a secret so we look smart. That's fine. I don't really care. I just want you guys all making money. That's my goal. 46% on MCD. We're having a good day today. Having a good day today. W hit earlier this morning. It's invalidated. Oh, is it? No, that's fine here. That's still fine. You guys were saying that chain was really bad too. McDonald's just popped over 314. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear our favorite. Well, our favorite sound used to be order filled. Now it's ding. Let's see if we can get up there. Yeah, looking good. I want to see Locky. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Ladies and what are you guys up on MCD right now? LTM. Oh, community gains. Adobe, 61%. Attaboy. Attaboy. 74% on McDonald's. Great work. Great work. Yeah, so my target, 315.80, just because I have longer dateds. KDP, is it moving? It broke this morning, but I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it looks great. Oh, that looks really good. I told you, we saw this break on the morning stream, and I was like, I'm not taking this because I'm already allocated to what I want, but it's there if you want it. The break of 35. 80% on McDonald's. Yeah, I think the next 30 cents will probably snap you guys up. You could, if you really wanted to, wait for the 1 to 3 on the chart, just because there's not really a good clean level in here. Like, do I really want to have to sling this thing another, like, $7? Not really. So that's why I'd go 1 to 3 on this. So my level here is like 315.80. If you guys want this level from right back in here, to trim it, make it free, go risk-free on the position, by all means, do what you got to do. But I know a lot of you guys are crushing this one. Congratulations, everybody. Market's tanking. The market is tanking, and we're just well, not really. Sorry, very volatile. But market's not going up. We're nailing this value rotation right now. Lockheed's looking good here as well. So let's see if we can get up to that area. Did anybody make it free yet on MCD? I would assume one of one did, unless he was really slinging it because he just decided to, you know, go crazy with the Lizard King over here. Yeah, great work, guys. Where's Nia? How's that looking here? Still good? Yeah, I mean, still great start on that one off of 5. I'm not trading this one just because it's a little funky. And I already have the shares at 455. It's very similar to why I didn't buy the Novo call. I have 1,000 shares of Novo now, so I was like, why bother, you know? You made it free, Ian. Great work. Great work, guys. Keep smack. Guys, we got, what, almost 40 of you guys in here right now that have not hit the like button. Slackers. Slackers, slackers, slackers. It's free. One of one. One of one. What are you up now? That's what I'm curious about, because those have got to be up like I would assume 200%, something like that. That'd be my guess. 200-300% on those MCDs. Because you have weeklies, don't you? Oh, no. Oh, you bought next week's. Oh, my God. I thought those were weeklies. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, I have September's. I didn't get the best fill on it, but they're still all right. Yeah, I want to see those in community gains, man. Let's see what those are up. Lockheed stuttering a little, but that's just with the broad market here. 110%? That's it? You were up 120% at one point. Was that spreads? Did those like really widen out there? It's kind of weird. That's weird. I would have expected those to be up a lot more because I thought it was because of how much you were up. I thought it was weeklies. You know? Oh, you front ran it a little bit. Like I said this morning, guys, when we saw that massive pump off of the random Bowman comment, I was like, I doubt that sticks. You're going to see a lot of random volatility this week going into Jackson Hole. Just be careful. You know, be very, very, very careful. MCD stuttering a little, but still looks good. Lockheed, again, just kind of started a breakout there. We could see a nice value rotation out of this market. What else? What else? Nothing too crazy, man. Nothing too crazy. Just doing what we do. Just doing what we do in the market. Not that hard. Stop overcomplicating it. You're making it way more difficult for yourself than it needs to be. It was the spreads that widened. That makes sense. I like what yields are doing today, rejecting off of that 200. I like that. Yeah, perfect. I mean, we highlighted this morning. This is directly in the pre-market plan in the LTMP group. What is it? 3-10-12 break? Let me go back to the plan. Yeah. This is directly from it. The only other ticker to add right now to your watch list is MCD over 310.16, which could be a very fun trade, and a very fun trade it has been. So, market dipping through those pre-market lows. Oh no, we're scared of Powell. Oh no. Guys, you want to see something? Look what we're doing on ES. If this was a stock, what would we be looking for? Just consolidating on the daily. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Made your McDonald's free. Hush puppy. Good work. Nice job, guys. $66%. Nice. Where's this, actually? Yeah, I cut this morning. I was just like, yeah, it's freaking me out. It's great chart. I'll be in this 10 times out of 10, but didn't want to follow through. So that's fine. Still a good day today, though. McDonald's looking good. Let's see if Lockheed can get going. All right. See what happens. Looks good. We'll see if we can get a little bit more follow through on that. Community gains. Let's see. 381% on Verizon. Jay. Oh my. Yeah, dude. Guys, what are you waiting for? Help me help you. Help me help you. Seriously, 381% on Verizon. Jay, good work. I'll throw the... you guys already have the link in here. I won't throw it in there again right now. Nice work, buddy. I've never seen anything like this. You guys, especially for doing this for a while, the games just get better and better, but you guys get more experience. You guys are identifying the setups. You're hitting them hard. Oh, it's great. It's great to see. Yeah, market's not having fun here. Everybody's scared of Jackson Hole. That's what it looks like. Which will probably continue into tomorrow. Like, we're seeing very similar volatility today that we saw yesterday. Just more kind of drawn out, you know? Just like, boom, boom. Just like nothing's coming through the news feed. There's nothing going on. The market's just freaking out. Freaking out. It's okay. We still got our value rotation. This is just textbook. I love this. Oh, what else looked good? Oh, Disney was another one that I really like. That's another epic one that I'm hunting. But yeah, for all of you guys hopping in, first things first, link your Discord account to your WAP account. You'll get let right in. I'll send all of you the start here message, and then go through the learning curriculum videos in the course section, and that's going to get you guys right up to speed. It does not take very long for you guys to learn this stuff. This is not that difficult. That's like the most common feedback I get is like, I wish I was doing this all along. I'm like, I know. That's why I show you guys this stuff. You were tempted by puts on Palantir, but it's been too crazy. You own shares at 10. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you own shares at 10, again, it's not one that you buy. It's not one that you necessarily want to go out and short. You know who's been really pretty spot on with it is David Nikoski. I think he's been trying it for a little bit, but yeah, that's a good one. This is funny from Jag. Palantir down 16% in 5 days, but look on the bright side. You can now buy the equity at a discount at 93 times forward sales. Full port. FCD back down a little, and that'll move with the broad market a little, but that thing still looks great. Still looks good. A lot of you guys are free on it, and you can hit those other targets, which... I mean, I would say if you already made it free, I would target 315.80, and then you're really going to be targeting 321.76. That's what I'm looking for out of this. And that's kind of where I've shifted a little bit with some of the ways that it's like a very slight tweak. It's like these targets, these big ones, are the ones that I want to be staying in for. That's why I get a little bit more time than I usually have in the past. Like last year, versus last year where I showed you guys. Because I want to be catching the longer sustained moves with size. Like, I could go smaller and trade, not weeklies, but like next week's a lot. I just don't like that, you know? I don't like it as much. It's way more fun to be able to hit these long drawn out moves. And again, you're going to have a lot more paper cuts doing it because you'll run close to targets, you won't hit them. But the ones that you hit are going to be so unbelievably massive that it literally doesn't matter. That's why I tell you guys all the time, the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless. Because it is. Why does it matter when we're coming out and nailing these multi-100 and multi-1,000% trades consistently? It doesn't matter. So we'll see what happens, but looking good so far, ladies and gentlemen. Let's actually take a look at Palantir here. I want to see how that's. Oh my God! Back down, closing the earnings gap. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Uh-oh. What is everybody going to do now that they can't buy Palantir and just make money? You know who's looking interesting this morning that didn't end up falling through? Sofi. Interesting. You could set up a really, really nice look on this thing over the next few weeks here. Is the market still nuking? It's coming back up. Where's HIMS? Is HIMS getting blasted? I told you guys, HIMS is probably going to come down to this 200 EMA. Guys, pay attention or pay a premium. This is not where you buy. Where's Novo, actually? Not the best daily candle, but... Oh, this is another really good example, guys, and I want to talk about this with everybody. Again, also, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot spreading these streams out. Again, I'm the only person you guys know on YouTube that's demonetized for how many 1000% trades that they hand out to the group. Like, they literally cited, like, oh, you put 1000% gain trades in the title, and nope, no more. I was like, how many do you actually want to see? Because I have countless of them. But in terms of like a longer term investing perspective, guys, when I say that there's a time and a place for everything, this is what I mean. A lot of people are going to look at the market and say, okay, Novo in this area right here between like 70 and 80 is probably still undervalued. It's probably still undervalued here. Now, while that may be true, and I do think that over the next 5 to 10 years, Novo is going to be trading a lot higher than 70 to 80, that doesn't mean that you just go out there and willy-nilly buy it. Like, this whole dollar cost averaging into individual names thing, I think is one of the dumbest things that you could possibly do in the market. Because you want to be able to use your capital the most efficiently that you possibly can. So everything that I do comes down to like a 3-pillared approach. It has to come down to macro. What does the overall macro environment look like that we are in right now? Then it's the actual fundamentals of the company. Then it's the chart. But the chart is really important because that's that last line of defense or like that last trigger for me being like, all right, this is going to be something that I'm interested in. And this is where we buy. Because think about it like this. We waited all this time, then I gave you guys the Novo buy on Friday, August 15th. You could have been chopping around doing all sorts of nonsense in here when you just could have waited for that perfect time on the chart to say, okay, this is now the time that it actually makes sense from a risk to reward perspective to be either adding or initiating positions in this name. This whole, oh, it's downtrending, it's down from where it was, I still want to buy it, is going to put you guys in a very, very bad situation. Maybe not a bad situation because you can still get some right over a long enough time horizon, but you could easily have better returns if you just had a little bit of patience and understood that there is a time and a place on the chart where it makes sense to take action. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? So like when I come out and you guys are like, oh, what about this stock? And I'm like, it's garbage and I don't really want to be doing that. That's why. Because we're able to get these really solid entries like Sofi back in last July, right down in here. This nice little basin break move that we saw to the upside. Really, really solid entry point there. Or the weekly breakout that I gave you guys at 1360 on Sofi. Like people will come out and try and be like, no, it's always a good time to be buying good companies. And those people are just wildly inexperienced in the market because, like, think about it. You have, semi-finite capital, right? Semi-finite capital. Why not use our ability in the market and on the charts to our advantage and make sure that we're using our capital the most efficiently that we possibly can on these mid to long-term investments? Logically, that makes more sense than saying, oh, the stock is down 10% today, I'm just going to buy it because I like it. You know? I hope that makes sense to everybody because I know it sounds like I'm being an asshole sometimes on the stream, but like no, like there's a reason why I do everything that I do. Right? So market drilling here. McDonald's is hanging on. LMT's getting hit a little. That's fine. I mean, I think they're just screwing around with this ahead of Jackson Hole. Badge of Honor getting demonetized. I know. I'm the only person out here. I've never heard of that before. It's ridiculous. And I'm just going to keep giving them to you guys. Now I technically can say whatever I want on YouTube because I'm not monetized, but I'm still not going to do that. Like, yeah, market's getting real icky here. This is no bueno. Uh-oh, real nasty selling. This is fear. This is all this is. This is fear and uncertainty going into Jackson Hole. Looking at the larger time frames, the overall broad market is completely fine. But it does look really crazy when you look at these smaller time frames here, like the 15-minute. Like, this looks nasty. LMND. Let's take a look. Malik, I like that a lot. Nice little post-earnings consolidation setup here. Good find. I like that. So, McDonald's still looks good. We'll see what happens with Lockheed. Lockheed could chop around a little bit, but hey. It's the name of the game. Super rich people can buy stock because it goes down 5%. Average investors need to grow their capital. No, super rich people wouldn't do that either. Why would they do it? This is what so Nate, this is interesting. So this is why I say what I do. It's like, if you want to have like, let's say professional level results, you have to act like a professional. The super rich people are not doing that. Also, they're not very active in their accounts. Like, they're pretty well diversified, and they're not gonna, I mean, they're gonna hold some individual names, but not really. Well, a lot of what they're gonna do is like model portfolios. They're gonna have certain goals. They're more focused on wealth preservation and slow and steady growth over time. But it doesn't mean that they're buying stocks down 10%, you know, like, just because. They're still gonna have, like, you can buy. So, okay, so this is, you can buy, let's say, because I say the dollar cost averaging is silly. Not on ETFs. I think on ETFs, it's a really good thing for most people to do, just because it's like a let's call it like a super high yield savings account. Over time, you're just dripping money in over time. Drip, 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 drip. You're just putting money in, dividends, reinvest, and you're just like creating your nest egg. But since it's diversified, you're diversifying the risk. It's not like you're doing it in one individual name, you know, like Palantir or something. There goes McDonald's starting to get nuked there a little bit. That's fine. Market's probably getting killed. Look at this. Market's getting killed right now, guys. Murdered. Neo! Jay, 150% on Neo calls. Good work. Where is Neo right now? Is Neo back up? No, I think you probably front ran that a little bit, but that's fine. I hope you guys are realizing, though, nobody's going to talk about markets this way with you guys. Nobody's going to give you guys the tools that you need to have long-term success that I will. It's not out there. The main reason why I started doing this in the first place is because I saw that nobody was telling anybody about the things that they actually needed to know to have success. You know what we might do again? You know what I actually might want to do? I might do another mastermind with you guys. We might gauge the interest for that. But that might be something that we bring back again. Because I think that was, I mean, you guys that were in the mastermind, you guys can tell them what your thoughts on we're at right now. But that was basically like the college level education in finance that, like, I wish was taught. Like, guys, I have a finance degree. It's useless. So we might do that again. I don't know. We'll see. It's not like this other nonsense where you see these dudes in Lambos that are like, I'm gonna run a trading mastermind. No, you're an idiot. This is gonna be like high level, like, I mean, it does. I break it down simply, but like portfolio creation, economic data, economics in general. Like, we did a lot in that first mastermind, and I'd be fine with doing it again. If you guys were interested in it, so I'd add stuff to it too. So maybe we'll do that again. I could probably call it something else. Call it like STV University or something. But yeah, those of you guys that were in the mastermind, let the people know. It was very good. Thank you, Daily Taylor. That was fun. I liked doing it. It was what, 10 weeks, I think it was? Yeah, it was 10 weeks. It was 10 weeks, 2 sessions a week, 30 minutes to an hour long. You guys had the recordings. Yes, please. You couldn't afford it last time, but now you're good to go. Been waiting very patiently. Oh, all right. I mean, yeah. You guys want to do it? All right. So here's what I will have to do is I'm going to rework the curriculum a little bit. Because in the beginning of it, that was also at the time where I was just bringing you guys the strategies that I had, like the day trading strategy and the swing king stuff. That's not really going to be in it. But I'm actually going to add to it as well. So those of you guys that were in the original mastermind, obviously you're going to get a discount. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, I mean, we can do it. I think that would be helpful for people to do. Please do it. All right. We could do that. Waiting patiently. David, you didn't tell me this. I didn't know you were waiting for it. I did say for a while I was going to re-release the videos, but I never did. I'd like to do it live again. Because I like talking. I think I talk better when it's live than I do in a video sometimes, because I'll skip things. I'll miss stuff in my head, you know. A lot of the market seems to be sinking. Yeah, it's just fear and uncertainty going into Jerome Powell's last Jackson Hole. Market's bouncing a little. Ooh, McDonald's is getting ripped there. That's no fun. Let's see, Lockheed still looks good. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, a lot of you guys made that one free. See what happens here. Let's see. Why Bank of America is invalid? I mean, technically it's not. I mean, see if they rip this back up. You actually could get a day trade set up on this today. If for those of you guys that do it, you actually could get one on this today. They view it as dilutive, I think, most of the time, Boomtown. They're gonna view it as potentially dilutive in some cases, if I'm thinking about the right things here. Oh, here she comes. Yeah, like I mean, it'll be, I think what we'll do too, if I end up doing this mastermind, it'll be the same length, but I'll just add more, like, I'll go deeper into macro, deeper into portfolio creation, single stock selection, like the charts that we need to see, overall macroeconomic data and how to read it and get that thought process behind you. Like, I'd have to look. I could probably do this in September for you guys. I think September would be when we do it. So, I literally just had that thought just now. I was like, there's so many things I wish everybody knew, you know? So we'll get that going, I think. If you guys want it, I'll do it. It's a lot of work. It is really a lot of work for me to do. So, but I'm fine with doing it if you guys want to do it. There probably will also be a deal that comes along with the Discord with it too. So like you'll get like, you won't get it free, but like you'll that's what I was thinking. If we did this again, like if you get the mastermind, you get Discord for half off or something. I don't know, something like that. Because we can't do lifetime. Sorry, no lifetime. Or a year, or a quarter. Because I don't know when the time's going to be where I'm like, can't do this much anymore. And then it's not fair to you guys. So, all right, market getting railed. Let's see if MCD can make its way back up here. Still a good-looking chart. I'm fine with staying in this one. Lockheed kind of fading there a little bit, as it likes to do. It was off to a hot start, but if this market starts coming back up and we see this value rotation continue, we could be in position A still. I mean, we're still in position A. Graphene stocks? No. Again, so here's the churches, nature scenes. I think one of the things that, like, I'm going to talk a lot about this in that series too, is that, like, most of the time in the market, like, you think you have to be, like, not, like, very active, but, like, searching all the time. Some of the most, like, I'm searching in a different way, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking at, when I go through scans and I see where charts are and I'm understanding and listening to the news and things like that, like, most of the time, I'm not buying stocks like that. But when you look back on a lot of the moves that I've and the ideas that I've given out over, like, the last 2 years, you look back and you're like, that was really obvious. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, when I outline these theses for you guys, you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And then they go. Like, I think the only one, actually, am I green on Novo right now? Maybe. My average is in the 54s. So maybe. This is about flat for me right now in Novo. So technically, depending on when you guys bought again, I can still say, all right, maybe Novo's the only one that I've given out in the last 2 years to you guys that's in the red, let's say. That's the only one. So really, until it gets back to, let's say, like 60, we'll say it's technically a loser, all right? September's good. That will give you enough time to go back through everything again. Yeah, David, you won't. So that it's going to be different than that. It's going to be different than that. Annual? No, sorry, you can't do annual. It's only monthly. Also, it's so cheap the way that it is right now, Joshua. Like, it's 50% off your first month and then 59 after. which I think you're in it. But for those of you guys that are on the outside, remember the prices are going up significantly at the end of the month. So if you want to lock in the lower rate before that happens and get 50% off your first month, I'll throw the link in the live chat here for you guys. Use code August. That's the discount code to get 50% off your first month for $1 a day, and it locks you in at the lower rate. But no, I don't do that. Because I seriously, this is why I say pay attention or pay premium. Because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this in this same form. And I don't think it would be fair if I sold you a yearly membership and then said after, oops, it's going to be a little different now. Like I'm not streaming all the time, or like, you know, that wouldn't be fair to anybody. So that's why I don't do it. I've got a lot of stuff cooking, so. That's weird. Like if I was an unethical asshole, I would sell you a lifetime membership and just be like, oh, look, here you go. And it's like, that's not. Or like a yearly, like right now with my current situation, if I did that, that would not be right, you know? Like a lot of people have asked me about it and I'm like, I probably could make a lot more money doing this. I just don't care. Like, it's like, I'm going to do everything that's going to be right for you guys at the end of the day. It's like, I get to benefit, you get to benefit. Everybody wins, you know? Because think about it, could be like 2 months from now. Like I'm just like in a situation where it's like, okay, I can't stream all the time. So then if I sold you a yearly membership, you'd be like, hey, STV, what are you doing? I'd be like, you know, that wouldn't be fair. You know? So that's why I don't do it. The monthly's cheap enough as it is. And you guys get the 50% off your first month discount. So. MCD back over 313. That's good. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. I think it's just because we had so many things firing off. MCD back down. Lockheed not playing ball here. It looks freaking epic, man. It just keeps freaking rejecting off of this area. 443, 58. Just can't get it going. Oh, I know what it came from. It was the Neo tweet. Because I said, here she comes. You know, stuck in your head? Good. Good. We got a lot of you guys that haven't hit the like button yet today either. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. I mean, that's the like goal on the stream. We're trying to get to 200 likes on the stream, folks. So let's see. I mean, we're at 63 right now. We should at least be able to get to 100 pretty quickly. We got a lot of you guys in here that haven't hit it yet. Let's see. I think this market is... I mean, what are we down this week? I mean, it's got to be decent. Like, yeah, no, 23 points. That's not bad. Lockheed not playing ball. MCD still looks great, though. I mean, this is going to have a little bit of volatility, but this is epic. Yeah, so yeah, I'll work on, if you guys, I mean, I didn't realize you guys were that interested in doing that Mastermind again. Soothing jazz music. I could probably play it. I'm pretty good on the saxophone. I can play a lot of instruments. Yeah, Lockheed not playing ball. That's no fun. We'll see. It's a volatile one. It's getting worked down pretty significantly though. So that's Bank of America. Are you freaking kidding me right now? I hate when they do that. So. Oh. Are you kidding me, McDonald's or Bank of America? That's so disappointing. Do I still like T-Mobile? Probably not. Oh, it was setting up again. I would need a few more days, I think, for me. I'm not really there yet on this one. Rates high equals bad. I mean, the last one was really fun because seeing your guys' shift before and after the mastermind was really, really, really epic. So yeah, I think we can do that. We can get that going with you guys. All right, I would say if you're looking for a bottom in the market short term, that's a pretty likely candle for that to happen, but we'll see. McDonald's getting ripped back down. That's no fun. See what happens with it. Still looks good. I'm fine with being in it. Again, like talked about before, with like that's why I'm getting a little bit more time than I typically have in the past, and then just holding out to the targets, you know, because I want to hit them. I want the big ones. I don't want. I'm not here to hit base hits. I don't care. They're not doing anything for me, you know. Base hits don't win the game in the market. I should be able to get a YouTube video out for you guys today too. This will be a fun one. So make sure you guys are ready for that. All of you guys in here right now, all 100 something of you, make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the YouTube channel. Just check that bell notification. There will be a very, very important video coming out tonight at around 4 p.m. Bank of America, man. Starting to go again. That's disappointing. That happens, though. It is what it is. You guys will see that happen to me a lot, where I'll cut stuff. Like Walmart. Like the 1000% Walmart that I gave you guys that I cut early. Wonder what happens after 28? 2801 is what happens. Like, guys, it's just it's nothing crazy is gonna happen. I love that name though. I mean we've got some really good gains on that one. I own it at $6.55. That's great. I mean it's at what, 22, 23, something like that. Yeah, 23. That's great. I can't believe that MCD snuck that close to the level here. What's the high? 314.22. So good. All right, market. Let's see what you got here. You want to pump back to the upside? Do an inverse? So if I average is under 8, nice. Well, remember, when I was looking at this one, for those of you guys that were around on the stream last year, I was like, well, I want this to get murdered on earnings and then base again so I could buy it under 6, and then it didn't. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have that position at 655 then. I could have bought the 1360 breakout too. That would have been pretty good, but I didn't really want it. I was good on that. Happy about it? I bet you are. I bet you are. We have 31 likes away till 100, guys. Keep smacking that like button on the way in, especially if you guys are enjoying the stream. Helps out a whole lot spreading these out. 511, damn. That must have been either way really years ago or like right after earnings. Or no, because I think it just baited 6 after earnings. Lockheed working its way back up a little. Same thing with MCD. I like what yields are doing today. I mean, they're still not in a great spot, but I mean, they're at an interesting area. Where's my baby today? I think it's getting murdered. Yeah, AMD getting whacked. That's fine. It's okay. I'll survive. I'll survive. August or July? Yeah, it had to have been, well, because my purchases were last year at 655 and it was in July. I remember that one very clearly. That was around the time that I think we hit yin too. The China thesis, that one was a good one. The weird thing about this year, guys, is think about like the big macro thesis. Like there isn't one yet this year, really. Like I don't think we've really had, there hasn't been a bond trade. There hasn't been anything with the yen. I think long dollar is a pretty good bet, but like I wouldn't do that because the way to actually take advantage of it is a little funky. McDonald's, where are you going, dude? No fun. It's been slow on the macro front, which is fine. That's what you want. Like, I think especially when people that try and focus in on like big macro ideas, it's like you gotta be careful with it because it's very similar to the way that we trade here, where it's like I know all of you guys are gonna come into the group and see like, oh my god, I just hit like a 500% trade and I'm up way more money in a week than I ever thought I was gonna be. And then you try and do that all the time, and it's like, no. The reason why we're able to hit those so consistently is that we're very picky with what we're looking for. And it gets even worse in macro because you're going to see a lot of people sharing their thoughts on the internet that sound good. They sound logical, but it doesn't mean that it actually is going to lead to any price impact. You know? Like you could hear some crazy macro thesis that somebody lays out and be like, oh, I think he's right. And it's like, he might be, like they might be correct in their analysis there, but it doesn't actually mean that there's going to be a price reaction based on it, because you also have to think about the market as like groupthink. Like people, in order for, like if the thesis is too complicated, people aren't going to get it and follow it. This happens with the big fund managers too. Like if you're ahead of everybody in a big thesis, but it's really complicated, there's all sorts of random stuff going on with it, nobody else is going to start seeing that, and you're not going to make any money because there needs to be demand on whatever side you're on to push your position in one direction, you know? And that's one of the biggest problems with that people have when they start looking at like macro as a whole and trying to take positions off of it, because one, they have too short term of a mindset and they're like, oh, it's going to happen like this week. And it's like, well, you can't trade like a monthly off of a macro thesis, you know? Or it's on the other side where it's like, it's like, yeah, it makes sense, but they're really just trying to sound smart on the internet, you know? So that's one thing you got to be a little careful of, which I think we do a very good job of here, where it's like, okay, here's the thesis, and this is why I think it's actually going to play out. Like the bond calls I made last year were world class. Tops and bottoms. Well, all right, so the first one was the top in the bond market the day before the first Fed cut, which I think was very obvious, and I think a lot of you guys saw that too. The second one, I was a day or two off the top, or the bottom in bonds. I was a day or two off. I was very close. LL1. Yeah, it's looking good. It's not bad. Lockheed doesn't look like it's going to do anything here. We'll see, though. I mean, it still looks good. Like, just that chart is still nasty looking. McDonald's, I mean, it's going to do what it's going to do. You got the market flying around all over the place here, so we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get, you know? But I hope that makes sense to everybody. It's like, and we talk about this too, it's like we can get really complicated with our analysis, but at the end of the day, like, do you think I'm using that for our breakouts like McDonald's here? No. No, you got to turn that part of your brain off and don't try and outsmart the market, because you got to realize that like trying to outsmart the market is like that other thing that I was talking about, where it's like, you're not gonna get people on your, like, being too smart in the market a lot of the time can be a detriment. You also have to have like the emotional intelligence to be like, okay, are people gonna understand this? And it happens with single stocks too. Like Palantir was misunderstood for a while. And then it snaps and people understand it and people start pouring money into it. Like, you could have the best investment in the world, but if nobody knows about it and nobody's looking at it, it doesn't matter. You know? Neo 505. Yeah, that's why I'm not trading it. Like, this is like, you have that weekly breakout here forming, or not forming, it did break out. The level was right around 501, but I'm not trading it because I know what Neo's probably going to do. It's going to be all over the place, you know? I own the shares at 455, about 4,000 of them. Nothing, well, it is 4,000 shares. It's not a big position. I'm just outlining the chart for you guys to be like, okay, well, this is a nasty weekly setup. Am I going to trade it? No. But it looks good. You know? There goes McDonald's finally slipping. That's not what we wanted to see. It's all right. A lot of you guys made that free already. I'm still fine with holding this. Lockheed, I'd like to see to get going. I have enough time on this one, too. I bought a little bit on the break here. Nothing crazy, though, because we're going into Jackson Hole. And you never know what can happen. You just never know. But yeah, I think September we'll get the Mastermind going again. That'll be good for you guys. I think Dale was a little behind in the stream saying he'd like that. So yeah, I think we're gonna do that again for everybody because it's like a condensed. I mean, I'll offer it to the public too, I guess, but we'll have like a launch date for it. It'll probably be mid-September is when I launch that out for everybody. I just want to plan it out again and just go through and like I would make the slides every week, but like the one thing that I would do is like I want to have the outline ready to go to know where we're going, you know, the roadmap. Say this is where we're gonna start, this is where we're gonna go to, this is where we're gonna end. MCD, that's not good. Come on, we can't be having that. I'm still up really nicely on it. I was up a lot more nicely when it was at 314.17, you know? Here comes the market fish hooking a little. This could get interesting. We're having a lot of fun today. I like this. It's good. I mean, it's just the market being crazy going into Jackson Hole, dude. You really, dude? Really? This is what we're doing today, MCD? This is what we're doing? We're selling off now? No more value? No more value rotation? Where's McDonald's? Or Walmart? Where's Wally? Yeah, they're all doing it here. They're all kind of starting to do it. Let's see if they catch a little bid towards the end of the day if the market starts moving back up. Neo 508, looking good. Yeah, I'll have that YouTube video out for you guys today too. That's an important one. Make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the YouTube channel. I've got a good one planned for you guys for today. Jackson Hole's Thursday, right? Not tomorrow. I don't like that it's not on the... Oh, it's Friday. 10 a.m. Friday. Oh, we're going to have a wild Friday in here, guys. Friday is when Powell speaks. Oh, man. We're going to be in for a couple of stupid days in the market until then. It's only Tuesday. All right. Is there anything coming through the feed? It's going to be slow. I honestly don't think I'll do much else for the rest of the week. Those of you guys that are hopping into the group, well, first of all, welcome. You guys are making the right choice. Locking in the lower rate, getting 50% off your first month. Make sure you take the time this week to go through the learning curriculum videos and ask me questions if you have any. You probably won't. It's very simple. You're going to look at it and be like, it's that easy? That's how you're handing these out all the time? And I'll be like, yep. Yep. That's it. All right, I'd like to see some aggression to the upside here, so this just doesn't form a giant bear flag, like we saw where here, kinda. I think there was one day it did it. We were looking at a trend shift and we were like, just be careful. Just be careful. It's moving a little. I don't know. I'd like MCD to get back above 313 at some point today. Hang out there. That'd be fine with me. Down here, I'm not a big fan of, but 313, I'm good with that. I'm good with that today. LMT, get back up past that breakout level. That'd be nice. Right above here. 443, 444, something like that. We'll see. We'll see. 508 on Neo is good though. Ooh, what is it? 28 likes away? Wow, we got a lot of slackers recently on the like button. That's crazy. We got a 200 like goal on the stream, guys. Come on, let's go. Get it together. Back is back? That would piss me off if it actually is. Sometimes I just gotta hold, man. Sometimes I just gotta hold it. It looks good. If you're still in it, I mean, good for you. I just, again, I was weird that the banks weren't getting that value rotation. It was weird. We saw McDonald's, Walmart, Costco, all of them getting hit with this, and the banks just weren't doing it. Well, Bank of America wasn't, but yeah, it's still looking good. So, Ondo, on this. I like the chart. You consolidate on top of this 200 for a little bit. You could be in for some fun on the, oh my God, actually. This could be a nasty share trade. I like this. I like this. Mm-hmm. I like that. McDonald's back up. That's good. Hims is down nearly 40% post earnings. Oh, wait. I wonder, wait, wasn't there somebody telling you guys to not fucking buy it up here? Sorry. That's a little harsh. Sorry. Not you, poor man. I'm speaking into like the ether, not you. I know you're just saying like, oh yeah, it's down 40% after earnings, but like, do you guys know how many people were asking me like, oh my God, should I buy Hims up here? No. No. You buy it when I say it looks good at 30 to 31 or the short-term trade here where it hits all your targets. That's when you buy it. If it's gonna set up again, I'll tell ya. Not you, poor man. I know you're one of the good guys. But people are always like, ooh, the stock is up. That means it's gonna keep going up. It's like, that's not what it means. The stock being up, it gives you no indication of whether it's gonna keep going up. Zero. I mean, you could look at a trend and be like, oh, maybe, yeah. But you can't have a stock go from 30 to 65 and then be like, I'm going to buy it. Like, oh, yeah? Are you now? Good luck. I hope it works out for you. But it's not going to. I'll start paying attention to it a little bit more if we can get some respect to this 200 EMA. If it shifts or it bases down there, that's enough of a sell-off for a potential base and a break. Very similar to what we saw back in here. So, I might get you some. I might be able to give you something on Hims. Not yet. I mean, I'm what? 2 for 2 on the last big Hims call-outs. For you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's see if MCD can get back above 313. I'd like to see that. Lockheed, if that could get going. I also have a lot of sushi in my fridge. I'm just a little worried about eating day-old sushi. You know, I have a lot of it from the sushi. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I did a sushi making class yesterday with my mom. It was sick. She came up for the night. And then we went to a sushi cooking class, which was sick because we did all the fish, we did all the vegetables and everything. They showed us how to do it, and then they were kind of like, there's like, I've done one of these before, and they're fun. Then they were kind of just like, they showed us how to do it a little bit. They're like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to do California roll. And then they were like, all right, go for it. Make whatever you want. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make some of the most epic sushi rolls of all time right now. And it was a lot of fun. Do you guys want to hear a really funny story of last night, though? We can get a little bit of like too much information going on over here. But if you guys want to hear a funny story of last night, I can tell you. We can get a little personal over here as we start to get towards the later half of the stream. Or almost the end of the stream. Let's see. Do you guys want me to tell you a funny story of last night? Or I could keep it to myself, which I probably should, but it's funny to me. So it's a funny story for me. The police are involved. What else? That's the only hint I'm gonna give you guys. The police are involved. It was my first time in a police station last night. Let's hear it. All right. I feel like I've told you guys these stories before about like I have to go to the bathroom sometimes and the timer starts and it's like I better get to a bathroom or something really horrible is gonna happen. So when we're leaving the cooking school last night, the Uber is probably like 2 minutes away and the timer starts. And I'm like, I might have to go back and use the bathroom. And I was like, you know, it's not that far away. I think we're good. We're not going to have any traffic. It's going to be fine. So we're in the car. The Uber driver's like the nicest guy ever. We're talking about like Little League World Series, like Cooperstown, Red Sox, everything. Great guy. I'm like my normal talkative self. And then all of a sudden, I go mute in the back. I'm struggling for my life. We passed a McDonald's. I was like, I probably should have gone out there. And we're sitting at this light, and we have 8 minutes to go until I'm home. 8 minutes. But here's the problem. Part of that 8-minute drive is a tunnel. There is no getting out in the tunnel. You get out in the tunnel, there's nowhere to hide. So when we're at this light, sorry, I feel like some of you guys are gonna be like, dude, what are you talking about? It's like, all right, fine, we're having fun at the end of the stream. So we're at this light, and there's like a parking garage, and then there's like kind of like a brick building to the right, and like a wooded area. And I was like, I feel like everybody's been there. I was like, I need to get out of the car right now. I was like, I gotta go. This is it for me. The world is ending. I was like, I have to get out of this car. So I get out, just thinking that my mom's just gonna take the Uber home. Nope, this comes out. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I see a sign that says like police, and I'm like, whatever. Like I'm obviously not too focused on where I am. And so I'm like running to like turn the corner into like this back parking lot. And what do I see is like 2 cop cars and 2 police standing there. And I'm like, I'm about to get arrested. Like, I'm going to get an indecent exposure charge. Like, I can't, there's nothing I can do here. So then I look at the sign again, and what I've noticed is that I'm at the police station. I am now at the police station. But when I saw a door, it was like dark, and there was like a red light on like the sign that was like on the lock. So I was like, it's probably locked. There's whatever building I'm at. So I go up to the police officer. I'm like, officer, I'm having an emergency. Can you guys let me into the police station? And they're like, yeah, just go around the side. They'll buzz you in. And I was like, all right, cool. So everything was fine. But the funny part is that that was probably the funny part. But then after I like called another Uber from the police station, and the Uber picks us up, and the first thing I say when I get into the car is like to my mom, like, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy to be just getting out of jail. The Uber driver's like, what is going on? But yeah, that's my story from yesterday, if anybody was curious. That was my story that involved the police. My first time in a police station. Go team. So I told you it was going to get a little TMI. Too much information there. But we made it. We made it through. All right, this is not looking good. So that's my story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, you know. It's at my expense, but hey. I made it. I just had to go to the bathroom. I don't know, man. So I didn't like it. Sometimes it happens, man. I'm not a lizard. I'm not Kim Jong-un. I'm just like you guys. So I was like, just take the Uber home. It's like, I don't want to sit in a sketchy Uber. I'm like, it's an Uber. You're fine. McDonald's, what are we gonna do with you? If you completely reject here, I am definitely not ordering any of your food ever again. Lockheed, what are we doing here? This is just an epic setup. Follow through. All's well that ends well. Yeah, we made it. We made it. We're good. All right. So yeah, if you only eat once a day, I usually eat twice a day. But I had like 6 eggs for lunch, and that was it. That's probably what I'm gonna do today before going to the gym later today. You know. For a Saw movie, SB, want to play a game? I don't want to play that game ever again. I know I'm going to. I just don't want to play it. This is not looking good, dude. This market this week is just like what is this? This is ridiculous. Very silly action out of this market this week. Oh, we're scared of Powell? Oh, really? Yeah, okay. All right, guys. Let's just get scared of Powell now. He's not going to say anything crazy. I highly doubt he's going to do anything crazy. It's like the whole nothing ever happens thing in the market is really true. It's like everybody freaks out and then nothing happens. It's like, all right, everybody freaks out. Start selling all their stock. Right, nice guys. Smart move. So let's see if MCD can get a little movement here. Where's Disney? Is Disney holding on, or is this... how's that looking? It still looks good. I like it. We have epic setups. Yeah, I know, they're nuts. We have some of the best. We just got to get through Jackson Hole, because like if nothing happens, like again, if we get through this week and nothing really happens, we have the same setups going into next week, and we probably have more of them, which is kind of what I'm excited for. I'm just like, let's get through Jackson Hole. All of the normies are gonna freak out about nothing, and then we're back to normal. You know. I hate, like, these weeks get weird because they're just baiting us with like the most epic setups in the world, and then they're like, oh, Powell, we're gonna freak out. It's like, all right, guys. Why are we freaking out? I don't know. You really think there's any cause for concern in this market right now? To me, not really. Lockheed dipping. That's no good. Him's getting murdered. Oh. Yeah, we do have a lot of epic setups. Excited for them. They're going to be fun. I like how MCD's still looking fine. I mean, that's at 312. I mean, the entry was what? It's $2 higher than the entry. Like, that's still looking good. Most of you guys are free on that one too. But all right, guys, it is 11:45. We are going to be wrapping it up for today. Remember, all of you guys that are not in the group yet, you do not have much time left. This is your last chance to hop in. Lock in the lower rate for LTMP. Get 50% off your first month with code August. Again, I'm just going to keep handing out the most epic trades in the market for you guys. It's not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. Can I look at open? Open, I think looks good. I wouldn't buy this now. I would not be buying this now. I think we talked about the breakout here at 267. If you're buying stocks up here, stop. Don't do that. Okay. But all right, guys, we'll see you guys in the group. Again, for all of you guys that are hopping in, make sure you link your Discord account to your WAP account. That'll let you right in. First things first, go through all the learning curriculum videos. That's going to get you up to speed. You have questions on that, just ask me. That's what I'm here for, and we're going to get you guys hitting these nasty trades too. So, team, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. I'll have a YouTube video out for you guys this evening as well. Peace.